Hi, everyone. Welcome to Leisrealtalk. The rocket force corruption scandal has triggered an unprecedented purge in China's defense industry, affecting nuclear, aerospace, aviation, shipbuilding, and military electronics sectors. Over 20 senior executives from 10 defense SOEs have been purged, missing, dismissed, or detained for investigation. And one of the SOEs is China's largest military electronics company that plays an important role in electronic warfare. So today, we'll get into the specifics of that. I will also share with you the insight from an insider on how corrupt China's defense industry really is. At the end, I'll give you an update on Xi Jinping's health. Remember, there was a rumor about that he had another stroke. There are more information coming out of China, and I'll give you an update. And I also have an announcement to make, so stay with me until the end. I won't disappoint, I promise. All right, so let's get started. The PLA is experiencing major quality problems in its weaponry. The concern is well reflected in a newly published regulation titled Military Equipment R&D Regulations, which will take effect on March 1st. The key highlights of this regulation include one, strengthening quality and efficiency control, including R&D quality control, cost control, and acceptance evaluation. And then two, enhancing supervision and accountability through refined oversight and accountability measures. The introduction of this regulation suggests that the PLA leadership worries about quality issues in its equipment and weaponry. Since the rocket force purge began in the second half of 2023, China's defense industry has been turned upside down. Today, I'll provide an overview of the extent of the purging within the Chinese military SOEs to help you grasp the scale of the problem. So let me share you a list. So the Chinese defense industry, maybe make this bigger, has approximately 12 state-owned military industry enterprises. You could say defense SOEs, but the Chinese would like to call them military industrial enterprises. They cover various sectors such as nuclear industry, aerospace, aviation, shipbuilding, weaponry, and electronics. So you can see there are 12 of them. Some may say there are only actually 11 companies because China's State Shipping Corporation, or CSSC, and China Shipbuilding Industry Corporation, CSIC, were merged at the end of 2019. But for internal investigation purposes, they are still mentioned separately. So you could say there are 11 companies. There are 11 defense SOEs. Now, according to a recent opinion piece in a Hong Kong newspaper, Xindao Daily, these defense SOEs have almost all been caught up in the unprecedented anti-corruption crackdown that's ongoing. People notice this problem people couldn't help but noticing this problem because the top executives of these SOEs are missing from public events. As per tradition, organizations and companies in China all hold special events to celebrate the Chinese New Year. The senior executives of some major defense companies were noticeably absent from these events. So Yu Jianfeng, chairman of CNNC, which is China National Nuclear Corp, who was previously reported to have disappeared, was absent from the organization's New Year visitation event. He also failed to attend the company's senior leadership meeting held on January 17th. Similarly, the chairman of AVIC, or Aviation Industry Corporation of China, Zhou Xinming, who's the chairman, hasn't been seen since January 18th. He was also absent from the New Year gathering for retired executives held by the company on January 22nd. By the way, AVIC's general manager, He Zhaoping, and vice general manager, Yang Wei, who is the chief designer of the PLA's first stealth fighter, the J-20, were both dismissed earlier. So let me give you a rundown of the companies with their top executives missing, removed, or investigated. I just mentioned CNNC, China National Nuclear Corporation. The company focuses on nuclear energy, military nuclear technology, and strategic nuclear weapon development. So this is the SOE that makes nuclear weapons for the CCP. Its chairman is suspected to be in trouble due to two recent absences, right, or absence. So I already mentioned that he was missing from the New Year's visitation event, and he was also absent from this company's senior leadership meeting. The next company I want to talk about is China Aerospace Science and Technology Corporation, or CASC. And this is a company that focuses on aerospace industrial design, spacecraft launches, strategic or tactical missile development, and manned space missions. Their notable programs include the Shenzhou spacecraft and the Long March rockets. Troubled executives, removed or missing, include Wu Yanshen, chairman, who was removed from CPPCC membership on December 27th, 2023, and Wang Xiaojun, president of First Academy, the China Academy of Launch Vehicle Technology, who was removed from CPPCC on January the 29th of 2024. Then going on the list, no, I'm sorry, I may not go, they may not be in the chronological, they're not in any order, sorry. I may be skipping around on this list. So next on my list is China Aerospace Science and Industry Corporation, and its abbreviation is CASIC, C-A-S-I-C. This company focuses on missile weapon systems, solid fuel rockets, micro satellites, aerospace industrial equipment research, and defense technology. Its Deputy General Manager, Wang Changqing, was removed from CPPCC on December 27th, 2023. And its chairman, former chairman Yuan Jie, has been missing for an extended period of time. He is reportedly taken by the Commission of Discipline and Inspection. Next we have is Norinco, China North Industries Group Corporation. This company develops and manufactures tanks, armored vehicles, and ammunition supply for China's military forces. Executives removed or missing are former chairman removed from CPPCC, also on December 27th, 2023. Again, he was also reportedly taken by the Commission of Discipline Inspection. Before being the chairman, he was the general manager of CASIC, the company that we just talked about. And then the current general manager, Liu Dashan, has been missing since January 19th of this year. He was also absent from Norinco's annual work conference. The next company is CSGC, China South Industries Group Corporation. This company research design and manufactures military equipment, including firearms, artillery, and vehicle-based weaponry. Its chairman has been missing since January, and he was also absent from key company meetings in January. His name is Xu Xianping. And its general manager, Chen Guoying, missing for an extended period of time, reportedly taken by the Commission of Discipline and Inspection. He was also previously the deputy general manager of CASIC. Next on the list is Aviation Industry of Corporation of China, AVIC. This company focuses on aviation technology and military aircraft manufacturing. The notable projects are the J-series fighter jets, the J-20, J-10, and J-16. There's a whole bunch of executives removed or missing. Former chairman Tan Ruisong dismissed in March 2023, reportedly taken by the Commission of Discipline Inspection. He Zhaoping, general manager, dismissed. Yang Wei, who is the deputy general manager, and also the chief designer of the J-20 stealth fighter jet. He's known as the father of J-20. He is dismissed. And Zhou Ximing, current chairman, missing since January 18th and has absent from several events. Next is China State Shipbuilding Corporation, CSSC. This company is responsible for the production of naval warships, including the Type 076 amphibious assault ship and other advanced naval vessels for the PLA Navy. There are a number of senior executives who are removed or missing. There has been a quiet purge within this company, but we don't have the specific names. There are at least a number of them. And then we have China Shipbuilding Industry Corporation, or CSIC. This company merged with CSSC in 2019, but is still referenced separately in investigations. Now, this company is, before the merger, was responsible for converting or for building China's aircraft carriers. So it was responsible for converting the Ukraine's, which there was a carrier that they obtained from, that was a former Ukrainian carrier. What is it called? Varyag? Varyag. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it was converted into the Liaoning, and also this company was responsible for manufacturing the Shandong carrier. Its former general manager Sun Bo removed. Its former chairman Hu Wenming removed. Now let's talk about this one company, China Electronics Technology Group Corporation, CETC. This company is responsible for military electronics, radar, drones, navigation systems, cybersecurity, and electronic warfare. So this company is a major supplier to China's defense and security forces. It has a well-known subsidiary, Hikvision, which is a surveillance equipment manufacturer. Now, CETC is critical to the development of the PLA's so-called new combat capabilities. And this company has been in trouble as well. Its deputy general manager was officially investigated and arrested in October 2024. And he was formally indicted on January 20th of this year. He was appointed to his position only in May 2023 and was under investigation within less than a year. So so a year after he assumed the deputy GM position, he was under investigation. Now, separately, on October 25th of last year, a Chinese finance media called Caixin reported that Chen Zhaoxiong, the former chairman of CETC, was taken away for investigation by authorities in late September last year. And prior to that, the company's former general manager, Wu Manqing, was also detained. Now, Chen and Wu are not only were not only senior executives of this state-owned military enterprise, they were also experts in military technologies. What's interesting is Caixin later deleted this news about their detention. All right, then now the last company I want to mention is Hunan Aerospace, which is a subsidiary of CASIC, China Aerospace Science and Industry Corporation. This company focuses on aerospace-related technology, missile development, and specialized research. Its former chairman, Jiao Jige, is removed. So if you do the math, we have 19 executives with names plus a few without names. So there are over 20 executives in China's, actually, yeah, so did the chart. So these are the ones with the names. But there are a few that don't have names. So they have been missing, investigated, removed, or imprisoned since the end of 2023, which is only basically in the last 13 months, right? From December 2023 to now is like 13 to 14 months. In addition, there are two officials who are recently removed. On December 26th, this past year, the CCP's organization department announced that the vice minister of the Ministry of Industry and Information Technology, sorry, who was that? Oh, I'm sorry. No, somebody else. Zhang Kejian, okay, who is the head of the State Administration for Science, Technology, and Industry for National Defense, which is a bureau under the Ministry of Industry and Information Technology. So this bureau head was removed from his position. Him and the executive deputy director of the Central Military Civilian Fusion or Integrated Development Committee Office. I mean, CCP's organizations are always mouthful to say. So basically, this man called Lei Fan Pei, who heads the office that manages civilian military fusion development function. You know how the Chinese military has this fusion program, right? It's a hybrid civilian military program. So this is the executive that manages that office. So the two of them are missing. The guy manages the civilian military fusion office, and then the guy who heads the State Administration for Science, Technology, and Industry for National Defense. They were both notably absent from two key crucial meetings. One was the Central Economic Work Conference in December, and the other was the provincial and ministerial level leadership conference in late October. So people say these two people are removed. Now, before their current positions, they played important roles. Zhang Kejian previously was the party secretary of China Academy of Engineering Physics. That's the CAEP. I know it's a lot of jargons, a lot of names, but I have really spent a lot of time compiling this information. So if you are really studying China's defense industry, this is a lot of information. So the organization at the bottom of this list is CAEP, right? China Academy of Engineering Physics. Well, this is the CCP's main nuclear weapons R&D facility. So this disgraced official, Zhang Kejian, he was he he was previously the party secretary. He heads up this R&D facility for China's nuclear weapon programs. And also, while he was the head of the State Administration for Science, Technology, and Industry for National Defense, he was in that position for 6 years. He also held concurrent positions as the director of the China National Space Administration and also the director of the China Atomic Energy Authority. So he is an important guy in the national defense field. And then the other official, Lei Fanpei, who went missing together with Zhang, previously served as the chairman of CASC and also chairman of China State Shipbuilding Corporation, CSSC. And this guy is also a member of the CCP's 20th Central Committee. So he is a minister level official. So they are missing. So I know there are a lot of names, but the reason I gave you these names is to show you that these are the senior most executives running China's defense industry. I hope to give you a picture of the scale of the purging. It does not matter if you remember their name or the name of their companies. It does not matter. I know I don't even remember all of these names. But my point is, if you look at this list of 12 companies or 11 companies, 90% of them have seen major leadership purging taking place in the top leadership within the company in the past 14 months. So what does that, what does that say, right? That's like 90% of this list of 11 to 12 companies. Now, in 2018, so here are the name of the SOEs, the executives, their position, their status, and then the date that they got into trouble that I try to compile. So if you don't remember all the names, then this is the list. This is the list. I didn't put the two officials on this list. These are the executives. These are only the executives who's missing, have been reported by media. All right. Now let's talk about the grassroots. Well, what has happened? Well, this is the top level executive. Let's now talk about what has happened on the ground to the people who actually do the work. In 2018, the State Administration for Science, Technology, and Industry for National Defense, the organization that Mr. Zhang headed, and the Equipment Development Department of the CMC released a new edition of the Weapon Equipment R&D and Production Licensing Directory. This was 2018. Compare this edition to the 2015 edition. You will see that the 2018 revision lowered the market entry threshold for defense contractors, which allowed private small and medium-sized companies to enter the fields of military equipment R&D, production, and maintenance. There's a guy by the name of Zhao Jie. Oh, I should add this. Where's his name? He has a picture. I had a picture of him. I don't know what happened. Maybe I didn't save the latest. Anyways, I have a picture of him, but it's not in my slides. He was the deputy director of at the Luoyang Ouqi company. This company is basically a private defense contractor. So this man, Zhao Jie, had 13 years of experience in the defense industry. He did a very detailed interview with the Epoch Times about his experience in China during those 13 years. And he gave the examples, he gave 2 examples of how corrupt the industry is. The first example he gave was the budget for developing the helmet for the J-10 fighter jet. He said the government allocated a budget of 10 million yuan for R&D to a military research institute. The Military Research Institute immediately took 5 million, or half, for itself, and then gave the remaining 5 million renminbi to a subcontractor, which is a civilian company, right, responsible for the R&D. However, the contractor must set aside at least, okay, the word is at least 1 million renminbi as kickback to the research institute's leaders, right? Because the military R&D institute leader, gave the contract to this subcontractor, so they expect at least 1 million renminbi kickback. So this leaves no more than 4 million renminbi for the actual R&D work. It includes materials, wages, and everything. It's actually, so at most, what that tells you is no more than 40% of the budget is actually spent on the work. It could be less than 40%. So more than 60% went to somebody else's pockets. And according to Mr. Zhao, the leaders of military research institutes that he interacted with were all highly corrupt. So not only they took bribe, that's a standard practice. It's they don't even think there's anything wrong. The example that I gave you. And another striking example occurred in 2021, when substandard bolts for a military aircraft caused a crash. So what happened was, he said the bolts required a quenching process to meet the specification. Basically, it's a hardening process, right? However, the subcontractor, likely trying to cut costs or cutting corners, skipped the quenching process and delivered the bolts to the research institute. But visually, the bolts appeared fine. You can't tell. And when the research institute got the product, no quality control, no tests were conducted. They were installed directly onto the aircraft without testing. And during a test flight, the aircraft crashed due to bolt failure. And the aircraft is the Z-10 Chinese attack helicopter, designed primarily for it's designed for anti-armor and close air support missions. It's a Z-10 Chinese attack helicopter. It crashed in 2021, and then the authorities ordered an investigation. Mr. Zhao's company they were sent the pictures of the crash, and then they looked into it, and it turned out to be the faulty bolt, or the substandard bolt that the subcontractor provided. So that's what's happening. I can go on and on. There are other things that I have on the list that I could tell you about how corrupt the Chinese defense industry is, but I think I'll wrap it here. That's because I want to save some time to give you an update on Xi Jinping's health situation. Last Saturday, I mentioned it, that someone disclosed the information that he had a second stroke. Now, yesterday, I heard it from a second source, an unrelated source. And this source confirmed that Xi Jinping had a stroke during the Chinese New Year and was rushed to a top hospital in Beijing. And the person who obtains, and this source obtains the information from a doctor in Beijing. And so this information is shared within the medical community in Beijing. But the seriousness of his condition is not known. And if you look at the Chinese press, Xi Jinping met with the visiting Thai prime minister in Beijing, I think it was yesterday, right? So we don't know, it could be a body double, or it could be that his condition wasn't very serious and he was able to recover after a week, because Chinese New Year was a week ago. So that's all we know. I didn't put this information on the thumbnail or the title because we can't confirm it. It would be a clickbait. So that's why I just want to mention it. But it's important to give you an update. Now, let me talk about my announcement. So I have been doing this Leisrealtalk for, I don't know, 4 years now. It feels longer than that, maybe close to 4 years. And I've always wanted to do cultural programs. And I have good news for you. I'm starting a new channel tonight about Chinese culture. And the name is called Leisrealtalk. And we're releasing the first program tonight as we speak. I think Chris is releasing the video now. And the first video is about feng shui. I did a very in-depth look into what feng shui is, why it works, or why it doesn't work. I mean, there are situations when good feng shui could cause bad luck. So Chris is releasing that video, and I need your help to take a look, help me with the algorithm. Go see the video and subscribe. I hope you enjoy the video. Chris, have you released the video yet? Yes, and can you provide the link to people in the description? Oh yeah, Chris, here's the video. Please leave like and comments on it, everyone. Okay, Chris just provided the link here at 10:05. He provided the link. And Chris, if you can put the link in the description of the video and also in the comments so that people know I have a new channel. The channel name is called Leisrealtalk. And I will talk about culture, people, history, culture, anything that's not current affair. I'll share those information with you in the other channel. Wow. Okay. Wow. Jeff has subscribed to, okay, Jeff, you are, whoever you are, Jeff, you are my first subscriber. All right, so that's all for tonight. So that's my surprise for you. I really need your support. I need 1,000 subscribers to start monetize. I think a few thousand hours of view, and then 1,000 subscribers to be able to monetize on that channel. And I hope to hit that target soon so that I could start monetize on that channel. That's the announcement. All right, let me see if people have questions for me. I think I lost people with all the names. But I mean, like I said, the point is not to remember the names, but the point is just to show you how pervasive the purging is. And that's scary. Think about the morale killer, right? It's unthinkable. All right, so wow, are people leaving me to go to the other channel to watch my feng shui video? I hope my first feng shui video will bring everyone good feng shui. Seriously. All right. Okay, people are ignoring me now. I lost. Okay, no questions. Anthony, Lay, nice eyeshadow. Try more orange and green. Wow. All right. Orange. Orange wouldn't look good on me. Green, maybe. Um, all right. No questions. Everyone has left me. That's wonderful. I want you to. Bolts. Yeah, no questions. Great. All right. That's it. Okay, Nick Fury. Lei, will she invite Trump to Beijing? But that will make Putin nervous and vice versa. It's a love triangle. Yeah, uh, it's a difficult love triangle. I think Trump will play hard to get. I don't think he's going to Beijing. I think he's going to play the other two a little bit for the time being. All right, let's see. People are still here. Moonwalker, Lace Looking Glass. Lace Looking Glass. Moonwalker, I was your third subscriber on your new channel. I hope it's successful. Well, thank you. Your hair is great today. All right, good. Orange will only look good on POTUS. Netflix foreign. Did you hear about the Chinese military ship that recently was made and ripped off a French ship? They didn't bother to see it. It is part. Sorry, it just the question disappeared on me. Someone said, "You look lovely. No more makeup needed." Oh, sure. No more makeup. All right, let's see. Someone said, "I went to your second channel, but did not find it." Chris, can you make sure people find it? Oh, here, Paul Levchuk. Norinco's Type 191 is the gun they developed. That's a scandal all its own. It looks fancy, but it's junk. I should make a follow-up video to this because Mr. Zhao really gave very insightful details on how the Chinese developed their weaponry. And he gave very detailed information and fascinating information, but it's too much to cover in this program. So I would do a follow-up sometime later. It's very interesting. All right, let's see. But thank you for this. Thank you for the support. All right, I'm hearing people are subscribing to my channel. All right, good. So maybe I should end it here. And then I will go to my other channel to see how it's doing. All right. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.